Dreaming the dream. What type of dreamer are you? Are you a dreamer who's quite satisfied to dream the dream through elaborate visioning, which eventually gets more intricate as the years go by? Or do you dream your dream and undertake the necessary action to make your dream come true? The former dreamer is what is called a serial dreamer, who settles for the thrill of dreaming. In other words, someone who gets an excitement of creating the dream, with all its intricacies, bells and whistles, but doesn't go any further than this. This type of dreamer is quite happy to stir up an excitement when speaking about it. It becomes very real when spoken about, but only in the head. The enthusiasm and buzz from just speaking about it gives the thrill that is needed, like a type of drug of sorts. Who is to say that this type of dreamer is wrong? If the excitement and the thrill of visioning a dream is as far as one will go, and it brings a momentary piece of joy, what could possibly be wrong in that? However, that isn't the real issue here. It's much deeper than that. Is the process of having the dream less joyful in this case? Or does making one's dream a reality less exciting because once you have the dream, it no longer is a dream, but a reality that may not match up to your dream itself? This mindset would prevent one from going any further anyway, because the visioning aspect of the dream becomes the main goal. There are no more steps with this dreamer. The visioning part of the dream is an exciting aspect of creating a dream. This is where you will initially use your artistic abilities, your visioning powers that will no doubt drum up excitement. However, putting it into action to bring it into reality involves a different type of work or skill from you. Keeping the dream alive at the beginning stages may be the easier part because you are able to be creative with it and it's still in the head, but being proactive takes hard work, effort, and drive. One would also need to bring in the practicalities with it too, and with this, you are starting to ground the dream. In some way, these stages could be looked at as being less fun than the dreaming and visioning stages. However, they are steps in which one would need to adhere to if you are wanting to go further into making the dream a reality. So perhaps this type of dreamer, that is the serial dreamer, cannot go any further because the work involved or the action that is necessary doesn't bring as much excitement or thrill that dreaming the dream does. There is possibly something much deeper than this stopping the serial dreamer from bringing their dream into reality. How do you get past visioning the dream and bringing your dream into existence? First, there are perhaps blocks that keep you from moving past the visioning and creative aspect of the dream. Fear is one of the main factors preventing many going any further with their dream. Fear is an emotion that can disrupt one's success. Procrastination follows, and then being unable to complete the task or even making your dream a reality is the likely result. Fear can be an unfortunate barrier, but it is also a real human emotion that can serve us well too, such as if we are in immediate danger. This fear then triggers in us to move to a more secure, safer place. You would need to be able to be truthful with yourself by being able to distinguish between whether you are in real fear or if you are using fear as a fabrication in your own mind and pretending it to be real. If it is a fabrication in your mind, then no doubt anxiety, which is another type of emotion, will surface, and this is the true emotion that is really blocking your way forward in making your dream a reality. Anxiety, being somewhat lower on the scale of fear, is nevertheless an emotion that hinders the way forward. As Seth Godin says, anxiety is nothing but repeatedly re-experiencing failure in advance. What a waste! Yes, it does seem to be a waste of your time and energy, especially since it is time and energy that you could use to put your dream into reality. However, although we can't always control how we feel, we do have the power to choose how we think and act. And anxiety arises from our thought processes. It isn't from our external reality. If you have a choice of how you think and feel, then wouldn't you want to think with more constructive and helpful thoughts with regards turning your dream into reality? This is where you will need to be honest with yourself when doing this piece of work. You may even surprise yourself, this being all that was needed to push you forward into the practicalities of making your dream a reality. Or on the other side of the spectrum, you may even realize that this isn't the dream you really wanted in the first place. In any case, both are valuable insights, as it will assist you in getting out of the dreaming the dream stage and push you into making the dream a reality. Or, if it isn't the dream of your dreams, this will help you let go of the dream you held onto for months or perhaps years, leaving space to dream a new dream before aligned with your soul purpose. You may even find that the creative envisioning part of the dream doesn't even stop once you get to the proactive stage, as with this stage you will need to bring your creative skills with you too. The dream continues. Remember, the visioning creativity of your dream doesn't stop with the proactive stage. There are many reasons why someone doesn't get out of the serial dreamer stage. Perhaps another main cause is that the anxiety, not fear, attaches itself to a negative belief around the change that will be inevitable whilst making your dream a reality. Remember too, you now have established it is an actual fear because you are not in danger of being threatened in any way. But it is anxiety that is being masked as sheer fear. As with anxiety, you need to look at how you think and feel about change. Is change good or bad in this situation? What is your belief around change that comes from making your dream a reality? At this point, you may need to adjust your thoughts around your belief about change if it isn't constructed, or indeed if it is hindering you from moving forward with your dream. What about time scales? Time scales are relative. The duration of one's time frame, from visualization to realization, can be 18 months or even 18 years, for example. Neither is right or wrong. What seems entirely appropriate for one person might feel totally unrealistic for another. The important question to ask yourself is, am I taking real steps towards achieving my dream? Or am I procrastinating and allowing anxieties and/or my belief around change to prevent me from realizing the dream? So now you have delved a bit deeper into the recesses of your beliefs, thoughts, feelings, and you have worked on the anxiety and belief around change. You are now in a place to charge full steam ahead with the practicalities and being proactive in making your dream a reality. It now starts to form with the energy, time, and effort that you put into making your dream a reality. You now find that you obtain a power and strength that you may not even know you had to keep focus, so that your dream grows in front of your eyes. At this point, you may see how things fall into place as if magically, because you are now aligned with the dream itself. You are still dreaming and visioning, but the difference here is that one is in the head and the other is putting it into reality as you start implementing the various tasks that need doing. By the time you know it, your dream is now your reality. You may have to pinch yourself several times to make sure you aren't still dreaming the dream. This is where you must give yourself credit where credit is due and pat yourself on the back for being able to achieve this. However, you may eventually find other types of challenges once your dream becomes reality, and that is keeping your dream that is now reality alive. You don't want to stop becoming complacent or lose the spark or joy that you had when you were dreaming the dream. Instead, you want to live your dream in joy. Wake up every morning with fresh eyes, being grateful for another day living your dream. Your dream is alive now in its pure sense, and you are now living it. You have become the dream. It beats and pulsates just like a heart. And with this said, you want to give the loving care necessary when living the dream, as living the dream continues to expand and grow. Still the dreamer, but in this case, the dreamer living the dream who have become one.